Buddhist circuit and the Buddhist sites in UP, and what the government of UP is doing to create infrastructure, to create facilities to enable more and more people to visit the state and Buddhist sites. You see, there are numerous places to visit in Uttar Pradesh, as Meenakshi has shown in the presentation. I will just give you a little brief about the state of Uttar Pradesh. The GDP of our state is growing at more than 10%. It is the most populous state in UP, in India, and it is the second largest economy, contributing 8.5% to India's GDP. The total area as you are aware, Uttar Pradesh, had it been a country, would have been fifth or sixth largest country in the world. We have a very large tourist footfall in this state, and they are showing upward trends. As you are aware, every 6 years there is a Kumbh Mela in Allahabad, and the figures show that the number of tourists is increasing every year, except 213. And there was a huge turnout. Almost 120 million people visited Allahabad, the site of Kumbh, where people take bath in Holy Ganga. We have a very mix of tourist destinations, ranging from religious to historical, wildlife to culturally rich and heritage destinations. And Uttar Pradesh, particularly Awadh and the surrounding area, is also famous for its cuisine, handicraft and artifacts. We have kind of enabled people to understand. We have linked few tourist places to create circuits. We call it different circuits. There is a Buddhist circuit, which is the largest tourist attractive area. Then we have wildlife and ecotourism circuit. Then we have a drug circuit, which comprises of Agra, Mathura and Vrindavan. Then we have Awadh circuit, which comprises of Lucknow, Deva Sharif, Ayodhya and Hyderabad. Then we have Vindhya or Varanasi circuit, where Varanasi, Chunar and Vindhyachal are included. And then we have a very exciting Bundelkhand circuit. This is the Chitrakut, Jhansi, Kalinjar and Mahova area. I'm just trying to give you an overview of the tourist attraction, the places to visit in the state of Uttar Pradesh. As regards Buddhist circuit, I just want to read what Lord Buddha said once. After I am no more, O Ananda, men of belief will visit the four places with faith, curiosity and devotion. Lumbini, where I was born, which is Nepal now. Bodh Gaya, where I attained enlightenment. Sarnath, where I gave the first sermon, where you are now. And Kushinagar, where I shall pass into Mahaparinirvana. So these, of the four, two of them are in the state of Uttar Pradesh, which are a must visit for everybody. The 6 cities of Buddhist circuit in Uttar Pradesh, they are Sarnath, Kushinagar, Shravasti, Kapilvastu, Kaushambi and Sankisa. Sarnath, where he gave his first sermon. Kushinagar, where Lord Buddha attained Mahaparinirvana. Shravasti, Lord Buddha spent 24 rainy season. Kapilvastu, Lord Buddha grew up as a prince. Kaushambi, Lord Buddha came twice to preach. And Sankisa, where Lord Buddha is believed to have descended after giving a sermon to his mother in heaven. We have all these 6 important places in this small movie I would like to.
The land of Buddhist pilgrimages. The land witness to the life of Shakyamuni, from princely luxuries to attaining parinirvana.
Saranam gacchami, dhammam
Rishikesh, the blessed land of Buddha.
The data that we have shows that the influx of tourists to Buddhist site has been increasing over the years, and the foreign tourists overall, they constitute almost 22% of the tourists that visit the Buddhist pilgrimage sites in India. You see, we are trying to improve the tourist experience for the visiting devotees. Other than the existing tourist bungalows, we are with the Government of India's help setting up Buddha theme parks in Sarnath and Kapilvastu. The facilities at Kushinagar are being improved, and we are working on a 6-lane access controlled expressway, part of which would be operational by the end of this month. This expressway connects Agra with Lucknow. So once one is visiting Agra, can easily visit Shravasti from Lucknow. And the next part of this expressway is from Lucknow to Ghazipur, where we are providing a connection to Varanasi. So from Delhi, there is an expressway connecting Agra to Lucknow, Lucknow to Varanasi. That will help visitors to come to Agra and from there easily travel to Varanasi and Shravasti with much ease. And this is a 6-lane access controlled expressway, so you can understand the speed that will go. Now, just to show you have traveled from Delhi, we have a direct connectivity to most of the sites. One is Lucknow, we have got almost 20 flights a day from Delhi. Varanasi, there are almost 10 flights a day. We have Allahabad, which is connected with Kaushambi, 2 to 3 flights a day. Gorakhpur, there was 1 flight a day, but now another operator is starting from recently another 2-3 days from Delhi to Gorakhpur. So all these tourist places Buddhist sacred places are connected with the by air. We are also working on a proposal for which tenders have already been out, where the state government is providing air facilities from Agra to Varanasi, from Agra to Gorakhpur, from Agra to Allahabad. This will help not only our visitors but also tour operators to enable the visitors to get connecting flights from Agra to Shravasti, to Sarnath, to Kaushambi, to Kushinagar. State government is also working to create an airport at Kushinagar. The facilities are being upgraded, and I think by another 6 months' time, the airport facilities in Kushinagar would also be operational. And once they become operational, we will put it in our circuit to start a flight from Agra to Kushinagar or from Lucknow to Kushinagar. Lord Buddha had said, we must ourselves walk the path. Now this is the cradle of Buddhism that earlier shown by Meenakshi. One is Sarnath, where you are now there. As you know, Lord Buddha gave his first sermon here and he set in motion the wheel of law. Mahanam Chakra Pravartan. It's connected, as you know, it's connected connected to Delhi by flight. It is very well connected by trains. We have a lot of good accommodations here. Tourists over here have been increasing. There are almost 1.36 million tourists, foreign tourists are visiting Sarnath every year. And I hope with today's discussion and deliberation, it will help not only Government of India but as a state government for us to improve the facilities, create an infrastructure and create a structure which can help people easily visit and have a good experience. Now this is all about Sarnath, and I would request you to spend some time visit around Sarnath. You have visited in the morning, museum and other places you can visit in the afternoon. This is some pictures of Sarnath. There are a lot of temples here around this place, Tibetan temples. One temple is just behind this stage. Ganga Aarti is performed that you visited last night. I hope you had a good experience. The other one is Kushinagar, where Lord Buddha attained Mahaparinirvana. Kushinagar, the image of Buddha in Mahaparinirvana was unearthed during the excavations of 1876. This carved from Chunar sandstone, the 6-meter long statue of reclining Buddha represents the dying Buddha reclining on his right side. This is situated 53 kilometers from Gorakhpur. As I told you, Gorakhpur is connected by air from Delhi. It is easily visitable. This is some of the information about the connectivity. As I told you, it is connected by air and it is very well connected by train. There is a good road from Lucknow to Gorakhpur, and now we are connecting Agra and Delhi by expressway. So this will be a place to visit with much less difficulty as it will be now. This is the snapshot of tourist footfall. We have the 0.8 million tourists visiting in 2015 and 0.7 million international tourists visiting in 2015. Some of the attractions there are Burmese Buddhist temple, the Thai temple. Many other countries have also built a monastery in Kushinagar. There is a Chinese monastery, and then there is a Rambar stupa measuring a height of 49 feet in the place where Lord Buddha was cremated. The stupa is mentioned as Mukta Bandhan Vihar in ancient Buddhist Sanskrit. The another tourist attraction is the Buddha Museum and Phat or Shrine. The ideal time to visit Kushinagar is from October to March, and then the nearby places are the Ramgarh Tal and there is a planetarium in Gorakhpur. Next place to visit is Kapil Vastu. It was at Kapil Vastu that Buddha witnessed sorrow, pain, disease, death, and the radiant, happy sadhu, who eventually shaped his life and gave a new meaning to his life. Now, this used to be a capital of Shakya clan. It was in Kapil Vastu's opulent environment that Prince Siddhartha spent most of his childhood. There is an important Buddhist site as Lord Buddha spent his first 29 years of his life here. As I told you, it is located near, it's in Siddharth Nagar district, between Lumini and Shravasti. And Kapil Vastu is easily accessible from Gorakhpur, which is very well connected by air and by road and by rail from New Delhi. This is some information about the tourist footfall which has been increasing. There are the excavation in the Gamariya archaeological site includes impressive structures and large quantity of antiquities, which point out that the ruins were the residential complex of the chief of the capital town of Kapil Vastu. Nearby places of interest include this Maya Devi temple and the Ashokan pillar, which is an ancient Buddhist temple situated at the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Lumini, Nepal. Now another place is Shravasti, founded by King Shravasti. Shravasti holds ruins of many ancient stupas, majestic monasteries and beautiful temples. It also has an Anand Bodhi tree, an offspring of original Bodhi tree planted by Buddha's main disciple Ananda. The tourist footfall is steadily increasing in this area. This is also, it's 134 kilometers from Lucknow. As I told you, Lucknow has 20 flights coming from Delhi every day. And now there will be expressway open to connect Delhi with Lucknow. It's easily reachable. There are Thai meditation center, Gyan, Maha, Mongol Chai was set up as a center of learning by Maha Upasikas, Sithipul, Bangkok of Thailand. The Jetwana Vihar is one of the most important pilgrimage sites visited by monks. The Thai Meditation Center houses 6 large halls of approximately 3,000 capacity each of meditation and several solitary meditation huts for the devotees. and the site of Mahek is spread over an area of 400 acres, houses two main attractions, the Pakki Kuti and the Kachi Kuti, also known as twin miracle stupas. Shravasti also has the word peace bell, which was established with the help of Japanese. The motive was to convey the message of humanity of Lord Buddha through the bell's tone. There are nearby places of interest like the Kanya Ghat, Wildlife Sanctuary, and Ayodhya, the Temple of God. The next is Kaushambi. There are old ruins of Kaushambi situated at the banks of Yamuna, which are 70 kilometers from the Sangam city of Allahabad. Allahabad is, there is one direct flight from Delhi. Otherwise it is connected with very good road network and railway. As I told you, the city has Kumbh Mela every 6 years, Ardha Kumbh and Pool Kumbh. There was a Kumbh in 2013 where 120 million people came and took bath over a period of 2 months. Kaushambi, Ashoka gave importance to Kaushambi and placed a pillar of Ashoka which was an inscription in Pali language. The nearby places are Triveni Sangam, Allahabad, Chitapur, the city from the board where Lord Rama began his 14-year long exile. The next is Sankesa. Sankesa is associated with many charming stories related to Lord Buddha's life, especially his descending from heaven after giving a discourse to his mother Maya Devi. Sankesa is most easily accessible from Agra, which is almost 175 kilometers on the way to Agra, Maithili Road. Now with the expressway, it will be easily connected through the expressway. The Hunshan had found the Ashokan pillar at Sankesa, but now only the capital of the pillar remains. The pillar sits on the large pavilion encircled by an iron fence. Our Chief Minister, Sri Akhilesh Yadav, has been taking a lot of interest in Buddhist circuit, and he had gone to Sankesa to meet Holy Dalai Lama. This is the photograph of his meeting with the Holy Dalai Lama. The other places to visit, they are Chambal Sanctuary, and the nearest place is Kannauj. Kannauj is famous for perfumery works. It is called Itra in Hindi. This is the very old perfumery town, having now established connection with Grasse in France, where now perfumery museum is being set up in Kannauj, and inter-city relationship has been established with Grasse in France to improve the quality of perfume. There are some of the ongoing infrastructure projects, and as in the opening session I had conveyed my thanks to Government of India for providing a lot of financial support to set up infrastructure in these Buddhist circuit areas to make them a preferred destination. That includes development of theme parks, light and sound show, upgradation of tourist bungalows. There are some of the lighting facilities as stupa, signages, road and tourist places and roads, upgradation of public toilets. Some of the projects have been taken up by state governments with the help of Government of India and our own funds also to improve the structure. This is some of the proposed projects. As I told you earlier, we are working on an intra-state connectivity where we would connect Agra with Gorakhpur, Agra with Lucknow and Agra with Allahabad. With this, the connectivity for tourists coming to Agra, coming to Delhi from Delhi to Agra, will be much easier, much accessible. Another thing that I would request everybody here, that we would like to have your suggestion about how to improve the not only the infrastructure but other facilities also to make it comfortable and enjoyable for the tourists to visit these Buddhist sites. Our website is www.uptourism.gov.in, I would request, if you are not able to do it now, you will go back home and send us the suggestion. I will request my officials also to circulate this to everybody so that we get suggestions on improving the infrastructure, improving the other facilities, the travel facilities to Uttar Pradesh Buddhist circuit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nambi, for giving an excellent presentation. And the best part about the presentation, which I think our friends from the travel trade will appreciate, is as to, he's mentioned for all the destinations as to how the tourists can reach comfortably, about which not too many people are aware of. And even the honorable guests who are here will wonder as to how to reach that place. So thanks, Mr. Nambi, for an excellent presentation. May I now request the honorary treasurer of an apex organization of tour operators in India called Indian Association of Tour Operators, Mr. Amrish Tiwari, to kindly give his address.
All about knowledge, teaching, and the community. 18% of total tourist arrival in India is the Buddhist tourism, and this sector had a huge potential to grow further. In order to do so, I am having certain suggestions on behalf of the tour operator community, which I would like to address by the concerned authority. So, Buddhist sector, road connectivity is still an issue. So I would like to focus on this, and the bayside amenities need to be developed so that en route tourists can stop and have their bayside facilities. At the Lumbini, when the tourists cross the border, so there are only 2 counters available. So lots of time tourists spend there. So if we have more counter there, so we'll avoid and have a smooth journey. So when the tourists enter the Nepal through the land, he is not allowed to come back by air. So in case of an emergency, he cannot fly back, he has to come by surface. And similarly, if he is going by air, he cannot come back by land. So we need to address this along with the Nepal government. For the Kushinagar, helicopter services should be start so that we can utilize and make it maximum. Gaya in the Varanasi has excellent international airport which opened by the government, and this is having the e-visa facilities as well. May I request both the government to make it regular flight all around the year so that it's not a seasonal but round the year business. And for that, I would like to give a suggestion that during the off-season, airlines does not operate because of the low occupancy. If government of India and the state government give a subsidy on the unutilized seat, so airlines will get their break-even point and they will start the flight round the year. So it needs to be addressed. Few countries, we face a problem where, especially in the ASEAN region, where embassies are issuing the visa a single entry, and then cutting manually and putting it double entry. So we found the tourists face the problem. So it also need to be addressed, sir. So these are the major demands from the Buddhist sectors which they wanted to improve the business, and I'm sure with this August gathering and the foreign tour operator presence, then we'll have a B2B meeting with them at 2:30. We will discuss further and get back to you with a vision document for the Buddhism sector. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tiwari. Well, we all agree that There are issues with regard to connectivity with the Buddhist heritage sites, but I can assure all the honorable guests from all over the world that we are working very hard, not just to improve the infrastructure, as has been described by both in the presentation of Meenakshi Sharma and Mr. Navdeep Sehgal. We are also trying to bring in better connectivity. Yesterday only we got a good news that one of the leading airlines of India, SpiceJet, they are starting regular services from New Delhi to Kushinagar, to an airport in Gorakhpur, which is very close. And that will pave the way for people to go to Kushinagar as well. And I can assure you, in a very short span of time, all the 8 Buddhist heritage sites, out of which 4 are connected with the air, we can guarantee that within the next few years, all the places will be connected with air, with the trains, and with good roads. That is one basic bottom line which will motivate the tourists from all over the world to come to India and visit the Buddhist sites. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite Mr. Marcio Favia, the Executive Director of World Tourism Organization, to kindly speak to us. Mr. Marcio.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary, dear panelists, ladies and gentlemen. I think we had a very good background and backdrop to our panel to showcase India as a Buddhist destination. From the perspective of the World Tourism Organization, let me just tell you that tourism has been growing above let's say, most indicators in global economy. Tourism from decades has become one of the most important economic sectors in the world. Just to have an idea, when we started measuring international tourism in 1950, only 25 million international tourists traveled the world, and this year, in 2016, we will pass the mark of 1,200,000,000 international tourists, besides the more than 7 billion domestic trips taken within borders every year. So this gives an idea of the global market that the Buddhist circuit can tap. Now, if we only look at the Asia-Pacific region, this has been the most dynamic, the most vibrant region in the world in the last 2 decades, and at UNWTO we expect that to continue in the coming years. When we come to the Buddhist circuit, we can see that is part of a very strong trend in the past few years to bring together destinations that can develop thematic cultural roots. So around the world we have